penis bitch.
Crazy cupcakes?
I'm breaking down Brooklyn Nine-Nine, episode by episode. Here's 99 Things You Missed in Season 1, Episode 19, Tactical Village.
These, madam, are STDs.
What are you talking about, buddy?
Save the dates for Vivian and my wedding.
This misunderstanding feels a bit contrived given the context that
Why do your characters get STDs?
Because they're living life.
Will your first dance be to You Give Me Fever?
the song in question is just called Fever.
Will you be serving crabs at the reception?
Do you have herpes?
Guys, this is my wedding. This is important to me.
Okay, I'm done.
I have an STD.
So just RSVP or?
Yeah, the number's right on there.
This doesn't feel very detail-worthy, but RSVP is an acronym of Respond Please in French. But I guess it also works in English if you're saying respond soon, very please.
Happy Tactical Village Day. Happy Tactical Village Day. Happy Tactical Village Day.
We jump straight from Jake spamming title drops to another installment of briefing room whiteboard details. To Holt's right is a homicide at Prospect Restaurant in reference to the actual precinct's Prospect Park. Elder from the Discord pointed out there is a real Prospect Bar and Grill, which actually lines up with the map segment and is only a few blocks away from Amy's apartment. The suspect is ex-employee Jackie Cook, whose name is likely a reference to the show Veronica Mars. The case to the left is titled Tyler Embezzlement, which is definitely the name of the perp, and I won't hear otherwise. It's being worked by Hitchcock, who apparently has a secret list of suspects.
Tactical Village Day is awesome, something you wouldn't understand because you're not programmed to feel joy. We get to field test a bunch of cool new weapons, and there's always a new training situation.
Everyone on the squad seems excited by this, other than Hitchcock, who we later see doesn't take part.
It got super violent.
As Jake jumps, there's a weird masking error around his foot, due to the floor being added in post to hide a crash mat. And despite firing his right gun first, the corresponding perp gets hit second. Well, I say hit, but this paintball splat was very much added in post. While some paintball guns designed for training purposes do actually eject shells, there is no reason for them to have a visible muzzle flash. Jake's technique here also reminds me of this photo from a cutscene in the Ebony Falcon. This also happens again in this episode, as there are photos of Hitchcock at the training facility despite him staying at the precinct.
It's like being in an action movie.
The squad do later appear in an action movie as part of the promo for Season 6.
Everybody gets into it.
The song used here is Busy Child by the Crystal Method, which also appeared in Gone in 60 Seconds and Real Steel. Amy's watch is facing out here, which is odd considering she wears it like Holt in both the last episode and for the rest of this one.
Needless to say, the 9-9 has never had a perfect run.
Gina has Kill Me written on her notepad.
Jake has been the finalist for Coolest Kill 2 years in a row.
Boyle's thin blue line mug has a prayer on the back, despite him being agnostic.
All you in is a children's karate trophy, so.
You desperately want it, don't you?
So badly.
Boyle's watch jumps ahead roughly 5 minutes between cuts, which wouldn't be too bad if it wasn't already 3 hours ahead of the time we've been shown.
I will stop at nothing to get that trophy. I'll shoot you all in the face if I have to! Go team.
Jake's slow realization and tone switch reminds me of one of my favorite lines from one of my favorite episodes.
Son!
Gina has already changed her phone case again, with the previous one only lasting 2 episodes. Gina understandably breaks eye contact in the cuts.
Sorry, I was playing Crazy Cupcakes.
Crazy cupcakes?
Crazy with a backwards W.
No such thing as a backwards W.
Yeah, there is.
Technically she's right, as in certain fonts a W appears differently when mirrored. But this isn't the case for the one she's talking about. Crazy Cupcakes would become an actual app in 2015 as a brand tie-in for the show. Sadly, it's since been unlisted and replaced with a differently spelled knockoff.
And this little game of yours, it's more interesting to you than your work?
There's a while you wait form filled out by Jake, with the date simply written as today.
Cool, my be.
I think I figured out my persona for this year's Tactical Village.
Introducing Rex Buckingham, British secret agent, ballistics expert, and ladies' man.
What woman doesn't love a guy who's super into make-believe?
Tell me how I'm any different than George Clooney.
He has a sexy voice.
Considering the cold open to Sal's Pizza, I'm surprised she didn't mention his hands.
Champagne, mountain range.
Mountain range?
It's the sexiest geological feature. No, wait, deep sea trench.
I know Boyle is a freak, but his little look down here is just, oh, that's diabolical business.
I think I'm gonna go talk to Rosa.
I'm surprised Rosa is sat where she is, considering the last time the squad was on a bus.
Hitchcock farts non-stop.
What is going on with you two?
Jake is wearing a new very tactical watch, replacing the frog one from episode 2.
She's like a sister.
That's what Luke said about Leia.
Luke didn't know!
All shots of the Tactical Village were filmed at the Lacey Street Production Center, and it mirrors the NYPD's real training facility in Rodman's Neck. It's also haunted, I guess, as this extra appears in front of the bus.
Oh, no problem. Our babysitter's busy the night of Boyle's wedding.
Terry's mouth doesn't match what he's saying here.
She's gonna be in her high school talent show. The talent is leaving potato chip crumbs all over Terry's couch.
I think he's been avoiding me.
Boyle has suitably fancy chef and pepper grinders with cute little ears. And behind him is a far clearer look at the kitchen whiteboard, which is still advertising the St. Patrick's Day potluck, as well as a lost blue jacket.
Hey.
Oh,
I hate pizza!
There are already stains on the pillar from prior takes, so I guess he really does hate pizza as he's been throwing it at the wall a lot.
He didn't invite me to his wedding and he's scared like a little bitch.
I've been tracking it anyway, so here's a bitch counter.
Bitches, bitches. Maybe Vivian was uncomfortable with you coming.
I think it's funny.
Hot is matching precisely fuck all.
One hot pile of boring.
Thank you, Gina.
Holt's office door opens a tad more between cuts.
Can I just see your phone?
I may have been playing.
I play so much that when I close my eyes, I just see cupcakes instead of my normal dizzying array of flashing lights.
Someone commented a really fun theory that Gina actually has a form of aphantasia, which essentially means she struggles to mentally visualize things. This would explain the shapes and colors the likes of which I've never seen, and also how easily she trusts the psychic from episode 2, as she describes defined images when she closes her eyes. Also, I do sometimes see Bellatra when I close my eyes, so I get where Gina's coming from.
I don't think I'll have any problem resisting this silly game.
It's not a briefing room, but there are some blackboard details to discuss. First off, course, A and B are the wrong way round, which annoys me way more than it should. Other than the 7-7, which is directly next to the 9-9, the Bronx and the 4-2 are also listed, despite the latter being within the former. As is the 4-3, which is listed under the other course, alongside 2 non-existent Brooklyn precincts and the Special Ops Unit.
The 9-9 is in the village.
This is actually the first time the squad used this rallying cry. Apparently Terry Crews started saying it to hype up the cast and crew during longer shoots, and it caught on so much it became part of the show.
Hey, Ronnie. They upgraded you from bystander to perp.
A stagehand can be seen frantically closing the door behind Jake.
That's great, man. Thank you.
Ronnie is played by Charlie Sanders, who was notably a writer on Key and Peele, but also appeared as an extra in Community, and 2010's Freak Dance. Wait, that's the same movie Lohank was in with that completely normal role. What is that movie?
Amy Santiago.
Teddy!
Teddy is played by Cole Bornheimer, who appeared in both Breaking Bad and Marriage Story as a character named Ken.
What are you doing here?
I'm with the 8-2 now.
Not only does the 8-2 not exist, but they weren't one of the listed precincts on the blackboard, so maybe they just showed up.
Quick, 1054 L.
Scully offers Jake the football-themed talcum powder that is a staple of his desk.
Ambulance case, severed limb.
A 1054 refers to a possible fatality, and adding L as a suffix means the call is a civil matter, so it's both wrong and nonsensical.
Well, I'm gonna go sign in, but we should catch up later.
I love the detail that almost every member of the 9-9 gave Teddy the stink eye.
Who's that guy?
We went on like 5 dates last year.
Right, that's the guy you said the lame stuff about, like he's a good listener.
What do you look for in a guy?
Shape of his ass.
These extras haven't moved at all since the bus arrived, but a few of them do disappear in the cuts.
So cool. You can shoot around corners.
This is a real thing. At a glance it kind of looks like the barrel is curving, but it's actually just a holder for a Glock. And Amy is holding a P90 like she's bee-hopping, rushing B on a force buy.
Not even gonna touch that.
The Amy Santiago story.
Okay, surely this is like half a title of your sex tape joke, right?
Santiago.
This extra in the background is hitting some funky ass stretches.
Got one for you. 1051.
Roving gang, specified direction of travel and number and group.
Nope, this is the code to call for a tow truck. And Amy's head does a full 180 in the cuts.
How about 1069?
That's easy. Message received.
Again, this is wrong. 1069 actually means clear to receive transmission. And the extras walking past disappear, which is a fair response to being that close to Teddy. The green accents on these shotguns indicate they are non-lethal, which does make sense for this environment.
Want to check them out?
Totally.
Of course. Chop, chop, Ted. Let's roll.
Okay, now I truly have no idea what this extra is doing.
It's a PUW, or portable ultrasonic weapon.
These do actually exist and are commonly used to disperse crowds. This specific prop version was displayed at the set tour to promote season 2, showing it's labeled with a bunch of spelling errors. And while it's never mentioned in dialogue, this extra's name is a reference to the Steve Miller Band.
You want to be careful with that.
Drying dishes.
Have you seen Captain Holt? Tall, handsome gentleman dressed like an airline pilot.
This would actually explain the cold open, given that Jake's dad is an airline pilot. Someone finally fixed the paper towel dispenser. There's also someone in the left-hand cubicle whose presence is completely ignored, but imagining someone eavesdropping on this conversation with zero context is so funny to me.
Your pants are up, I'm coming in.
The graffiti on the cubicle was likely a signature of production assistant, heavyweight fighter, and associate of Brandon Jacoby, Josh Swerveland.
Captain,
Holt's phone switches hands without him moving.
you might have a little bit of a problem here, boo.
You should leave. This is a men's room.
It is now a liar's den.
Gina gets good use out of said liar's den, as down the line she reveals
The acoustics are amazing.
If I want to play Crazy Cupcakes, I will play Crazy Cupcakes.
these guys are still slacking off as they haven't moved at all.
Nice.
Not really, considering she fires twice and only hits the target once.
Have you noticed they moved the trigger?
From my limited research, this is probably a reference to the change in trigger construction between Gen 3 and Gen 4 Glocks, as older models had a mushy
Finger feel.
Nice. Textbook shooting.
As long as it's proportional to the threat, this is true. But then again, proportional use of force has never really been a strong suit of the NYPD.
When it comes to shooting patterns, I like to go PB&J. penis brain job.
This gains a different meaning as the title of an episode in season 8. And the target in the back has the same design as the one in the break room.
You think the penis is an effective target? Interesting fact, a man can run half a mile with no genitals.
Considering the concentration of veins and arteries down there, this is very unlikely, even with a huge amount of adrenaline. Side note, my search history is now Glock Generations Timeline, NYPD Lethal Force Report, and the Wikipedia page for penis removal. I'd like to imagine the government agent who's tracking my search history is just desperately trying to find out what kind of threat to society I am. If the agent in question is actually listening, I have only one request, and that's that you subscribe and like the video, because it costs you nothing and it means a lot. Thank you.
That's a weird thing to know a lot about.
I know you're pissed at Boyle.
This extra walks past Rosa twice.
Shooting him with that sonic cannon was an accident.
It's not just that.
I get that it's for an ambulance, but these signs are so funny to me, because my brother in Christ, 911 is already here. The paint on Boyle's back fades substantially when he turns around.
Misfire.
Right in my breasts!
Why are Boyle's biddies so low? Is he in Sag City? Are they as flat as his ass? I don't want to think about this anymore.
I get it if Vivian doesn't want me to come. But Boyle should have said something. We're supposed to be friends.
Talk to him.
I'm gonna wait till I'm on my deathbed, get in the last word, and then die immediately.
This extra disappears.
I have 77 arguments. I'm gonna win that way.
Seems like a bad plan.
Now I have 78.
Yet another mention of 78, which is the 99th Precinct's real-life counterparts. The ground changes under Jake's dope-ass knee slide.
Rex Buckingham.
That was majestic.
Amy's tactical glasses move inward for one shot.
What, don't tell me old Buckingham is the only chap here with a signature move.
What if you held your gun upside down?
This prevents the use of iron sights while adding zero recoil control and increasing the risk of wrist injury. Basically, just don't do this.
A2's done, heads up. Hey, how'd it go?
Not to brag, but I think we just set an NYPD course record for time.
As mentioned earlier, the A2 weren't listed on the whiteboard, let alone in the time slot before the 9-9.
A group of armed men entered an embassy.
Which embassy?
Doesn't matter.
Fine, Canada then.
The Canadian embassy is in DC, but they do have a consulate in New York, which is close enough, I guess.
You're cleared for maximum engagement.
What is this, Jurassic Park the ride?
Name dropping a Universal Studios ride was likely done as the show was produced in part by Universal. Also, Boyle literally just got engaged, and his first thought when he heard maximum engagement was a dinosaur theme park ride, so his priorities are very much in the right place.
Diaz and Boyle, perimeter security. Peralta and Santiago.
This officer appears behind Scully for one shot before promptly disappearing. People keep disappearing in this episode, man. Maybe this village is not tactical, maybe it's just haunted, maybe it's Spooky Village. This should have been the Halloween episode. Woo! I should title this something like The Twisted Truth Behind Brooklyn Nine-Nine's Darkest Episode and have a black bar of a fucking Boyle's eyes while his dick is out.
No screwing around.
What about Rex Buckingham?
I am playing a character. His name is Vic Kovac. He's an ex-Navy SEAL who is double-crossed. I don't have time for his backstory, Sarge.
Go!
Captain.
Sorry.
Just like the one in the kitchen, this whiteboard hasn't changed since the last episode.
Gina, I got a problem. This game has started to affect my work. Numbers 3 and 4 switch places.
I'm guessing there was meant to be more to this scene that was cut, as Hitchcock can be seen in the reflection despite not being a part of the flashback.
Cupcake match. I don't understand why I can't stop. I've never had a problem controlling myself.
This was retconned in later seasons with Holt's gambling struggles. However, he does use a contraction here, which fans of the show know indicates he's lying. So I don't know, maybe this is just Galaxy Brain writing.
I know what to do. Hitchcock.
The 8-ball crushed by Terry in episode 9 has finally been replaced, and the cycling posters I talked about last episode look to be an invasive species.
You ever play Quasi Cupcakes?
I love that game.
I'm surprised the squad didn't take Hitchcock with them, as he's good enough with paintball guns to have earned this trophy. Hitchcock's watch jumps forward 5 minutes.
We have so much in common.
Look at that, I'm curious.
The wide shot at the start of the scene shows there was actually a bin here. Jake shoots the first perp in the chest, but next time we see him, the paintball mark has moved to his abdomen.
Let's find the man who stabbed my sister.
You were double-crossed and left for dead.
Can't believe you remembered that.
This shouldn't be too surprising to him, as a similar thing happened in the bets.
There's a hostage in room 409.
Scully is doing very important police work by putting pencils in his bulletproof vest.
Love how it always smells like fresh paint here. Reminds me how often I moved as a child.
I don't think this is ever expanded upon, which combined with the lack of prompting makes this the most accurate co-worker interaction in any show ever.
Look out!
The paint in Rose's hair was understandably added in post.
There's paint in your hair.
What did I just say, Charles? What did I just say?
You didn't invite me to your wedding and it hurt my feelings.
Vivian thought it might be weird to invite you because I used to be, you know.
I understand. Hey, thanks for shooting that guy.
My pleasure.
Your pleasure? Bill Perp had a family.
Scully has returned the pencils and is taking a well-earned nap.
Intel says there's a couple of heavily armed perps with them.
No time. We only have a minute 12 to beat the record.
Someone left their drink here, which I guess makes it a light beverage.
NYPD, don't shoot. I'm here to surrender. Drop the weapons. Slowly put it up.
This is called perfidy, and doing it is a war crime. And the angle of both guns is way off for how each perp is hit.
Terry, time.
You broke the record.
The reflection on Terry's watch makes me think the monitor screens were just green and the live feeds were added in post.
Yes, nice!
If the angles weren't bad enough, the perp on the left now has a paintball mark in an even more improbable area.
Check it out, I got us prizes.
I can't believe your final kill came with Scully's move.
It's barely shown, but Amy's shirt says young boy. This is a subtle reference to Melissa Fumero being close personal friends with NBA young boy. Terry, however, doesn't get one, as his pecs would likely pop clean through it.
All right, let's go. Drinks are on me.
Nice!
It's been long awaited, so here's the noise counter. It's surprising that 1, it took this long, and 2, the first one isn't by Jake.
Teddy asked me to get dinner, so...
Oops, fart. Oops, whatever.
Well, congratulations, everyone, on a new course record.
And beating your Quasi Cupcakes addiction.
Okay, I had to tell him.
Shaw's has a new unnamed bartender.
I'll give you a pass on embarrassing me publicly.
Extras appear behind Holt between cuts.
I feel that the reason I was so was because...
I don't know, I think it's stupid, and so,
So...
What do you think Amy sees in Teddy?
Alongside a series of archival NYPD photos, there's what looks to be an early design of the Floorgasm posters seen around the precinct.
Wanna know why she went out with him and not you?
Yeah.
Because he actually asked her out.
Hey, Vivian.
Vivian rotates in the cuts.
Rosa!
Thank you for inviting me to your wedding. I'm really happy I could come, and I promise it won't be weird at all.
Why'd it be weird?
This extra is replaced between cuts.
Because I'm weird.
This lady appears purely to walk in front of the camera.
Night, everyone.
Before you go, are you wearing lipstick?
I'm going out with Teddy again. So what's up?
I just had a question about a work thing.
We end with this extra walking past Charles twice in quick succession.
Bye.
Bye.
Congratulations to Aegis, Manar, Morgan, and Leffy up for becoming 6-month members. Thank you all so much, and enjoy that funky little gold badge. A huge thank you to Certified Sweethearts, Exhausted Trash Panda, and Finite Source, as well as B.O. and Lord Loris for becoming members. Exciting update on the Q&A, I've actually worked on it. I'm gonna be optimistic and say it's out before this, but if it isn't, I'm gonna aim to get it out a week from when this video comes out. Also, when you're seeing this, it will have been my birthday, so if you want to support my channel, maybe toss me a subscribe, toss me a membership, maybe if you feel like it, if you want to support. You like the series? I'll see you in 2 weeks for the fanciest of broodgrooms.
Not a doctor.
Showing.